Hello everyone, myself Dr. Shilpa Mirikar, working as an assistant professor in Department of Computer Science at Sarath College. Welcome in Wireless Communication and Internet of Things. In today's video lecture, we will discuss the important MCQs on Unit 3, that IoT architecture. Let us start. Question number 1. The number of elements in the open IoT architecture is option A 6 elements, option B 8 elements, option C 7 elements and option D 3 elements. So, the correct answer is option C, that is 7 elements. So, the main 7 elements are sensor middleware XGCN, cloud data storage, scheduler, service delivery and the utility manager, request definition, request presentation and configuration and monitoring. So, these are the 7 main elements of in the open IoT architecture is there. That is why the correct option is option C, 7 elements. Question number 2. Global sensor network is built for option A reducing cost and time for development, option B reducing cost and increasing time for development, option C increasing cost and increasing time for development and option D increasing cost and decreasing time for development. So, the correct answer is option A, that is reducing cost and the time for development, because GSN is developed on the observation that most of the requirements for the applications development sensor network are same, and having each sensor network development using its own custom software not only increases the cost but also takes time for development and the deployment is there. That is why the correct answer is option A, it is global sensor network is built for reducing cost and the time for development. Question number 3. One of the main characteristic of the link stream data is live streaming. Option A, it is true, and option B, it is false. So, the correct answer is yes, it is true. So, option A is correct, because most of the data on the web is from sensing devices, and to facilitate the integration of data from sensed devices and other sources, both sensor stream source and the data are being enriched with the systematic descriptions, creating link stream data, and it shows the live data depending on our applications. That is why the one of the main characteristic of the link stream data is live streaming. It is correct, that is option A is correct. Question number 4. The hug number of devices connected to the Internet of Things has to communicate automatically, not via humans. What is this called? Yes, it is called as the Skynet, it is called as the boat to boat, option C it is called as the machine to machine, or option D it is called as the intercloud. So, the correct answer is option C, it is called as the machine to machine, because devices are connected to other devices like mobiles, laptops, etc. to communicate among themselves, which is called machine to machine, and that involves the wireless communication techniques, serial connection and power line connections are there. Okay. So, rather than the human or not via the human, the hug number of devices connected to the Internet of Things has to communicate automatically. It is called as what? Machine to machine. That is why the correct option is C. Question number 5. Internet of Things needs a lot of network connection. What is the purpose white space radio standard called? Option A Bluetooth, option B WiMAX, option C Wireless and option D Zigbee. Okay. So, the correct answer is option C, that is Wireless. White space is nothing but the gaps that sit in the frequency band used to broadcast digital TV. The development of so called the Wireless standard and is for the use of TV white space and for IoT and machine to machine purpose. So the main intention is to reduce the cost and the power utilization is there. That's why in Internet of Things it is needs a lot of network connection, and due to this that white space it is plays an important role is there. That's why the correct answer is what, that is the, and for this we can use as a what, white space, and that white space is nothing but it is the gaps that sit in the frequency band and that are mostly used to broadcast the digital TV is there. That's why the correct option is option C, that is weightless. Question number 6. What is the sensor or protocol used in GSM? Option A, HTTP protocol, option B, COAP protocol, option C, MQTT protocol, and option D, XMPP protocol. Yes, the correct answer is option B, that is COAP protocol. So COAP protocol, that it is also called as a constraint application protocol, is a specialized web transfer protocol which enables constrained devices to communicate over internet, and it is required for the GSM in transferring the data stream. That's why, yes, which sensor is used in GSM? COAP protocol, that is the constraint application protocol is there. That's why the correct option is B. Question number 7. Which is the core wrapper of GSM? Option A, serial, option B, UDP, option C, GPS test, option D, zero MQ wrapper. So the correct answer is option D, that is zero MQ wrapper, because the wrappers are classified as remote and the local wrappers in GSM. Unlike them, the zero MQ wrapper is a core wrapper and which allows for publishing stream elements that are produced by virtual sensor. That's why, yes, that zero MQ wrapper that are used as a core wrapper of GSM is there. That's why the correct answer is option D. Next, question number 8. Open IoT ontology is extending the W3C SSN analogy which supports the descriptions of the physical and the processing structure of the sensor. Yes, it is correct or wrong. That is option A, it is true, and option B, it is false. So, yes, the correct option is option A, it is true, because sensors are not constrained to physical sensing devices. Rather, a sensor is anything that can calculate the value of the phenomenon, and thus either a device or a computational process or a combination of them could play a role of the sensor is there. That's why it is correct. So, the option A is correct. Now, question number 9. Open IoT manages the registration, data acquisition, deployment of sensors and the interconnected of objects through which network? Option A, GSM, option B, XGSM, option C, LSM, and option D, HTTP. So, the correct answer is option B, that is XGSM, because the core fundamental concepts in XGSM is the virtual sensor, and which can represent not only the physical devices but in general any abstract or concentrate entity that observe the features of any kind. That why to open that IoT that manages whatever that registrations are there, data acquisition, deployment of sensors are there, and the interconnected of objects are there, XGSM network is used. So, the correct option is option B. Question number 10. Which environment does global sensor network work on? Option A, C++, option B, Java, option C, HTML, and option D, it is C. So, the correct answer is option B, that is GSM is expected to work in all standard computing environments, as Java is the portable in nature, which means that Java bytecode can execute on all platforms. So, the GSM works on Java, C++, HTML and C are not portable in nature. So rather than this Java, that C++, HTML and the C are not portable in nature, but the Java, it is the portable in nature, which means it is the bytecode is there and that can execute all the platforms are there. That is why in global sensor network it is work on Java. So the correct answer is option B. Question number 11, dash is the community that is working together in to establish an IoT architecture. Option A, Eclipse IoT, option B, Red Hat, option C, Intercloud, and the option D, boat to boat. So the correct option is option A, that is the that Eclipse IoT is there, because this is the community that is working together to establish an IoT architecture and that are based on open source technologies and the standards. That is why yes, that Eclipse IoT is the main community that working together to establish an IoT architecture. That is why the correct option is option A. Question number 12, dash provides a middleware and application container for IoT gateway. Option A, it is Eclipse Kura, option B, Red Hat, option C, Intercloud, and option D, boat to boat. So the correct answer is option A, that is the Eclipse Kura. Why? Because it is provides a general purpose middleware and application container for IoT gateway services and includes everything for the edge, such as an application container or the root time environment is there. That is why the Eclipse Kura is the provides the middleware and the application contents for IoT gateway. So the correct answer is option A. Question number 13, dash is the modulator and the cloud based platform. Option A, Eclipse Kura, option B, Red Hat, option C, Intercloud, and option D, Eclipse Capsua. So the correct answer is yes, that is option D, that is the Eclipse Capura, because Eclipse Capura is a module and the cloud based platform that provides the services required for real time data management and the analytics. Okay, so that is why the correct answer is option D. Question number 14, Capua also provides a core integration framework. It is true or false? So the correct answer is option A, that is it is correct, because Capua is also provides a core integration framework and an initial set of core IoT services, including a device registry and the application enablement is there. That is why Capua also provides a core integration framework is there. Now question number 15, dash an open source stack for gateways and the edge. So option A, it is Eclipse Capua, option B, Red Hat, option C, Intercloud, and option D, Eclipse Kura. So the correct answer is option D, that is Eclipse Kura, because Eclipse Kura an open source stack for the gateways and the edge, and the Eclipse Capua the first open source of IoT cloud platform is there. That is why the correct answer is option D. Now how many main components IoT mainly consist of? Option A 2, option B 3, option C 4, and option D 5. So the correct answer is option C, that is 4, because IoT architecture technology mainly consists of the 4 major components: sensor devices, second one is the gateways and the networks, third one is the cloud management services layer, and the fourth one is what? Application layer. So these are the 4 main components. That is why the 4 components are mainly used in IoT. Now question number 17, dash are the devices that are able to emit, accept and process data over the network. Option A sensors, option B gateways, option C edge IT, and option D data acquisition. So the correct answer is option A, that is sensor or actuators are the devices that are able to emit, accept and processes data over the network. That is why the correct answer is sensor, that sensor are the devices that are able to emit, accept and process the data over the network. So the correct option is A. Now question number 18, the SOA architecture is divided into how many layers? Option A 5 layers, option B 6 layers, option C 7 layers and the option D 2 layers. So the correct answer is option D, that is 2 layers, because the first, which has direct relevance to the business as it carries out business functions, and the second layer is the technical layer, which talks about managing computer resources like a database, web server, etc. That is why SOA architecture is divided into the 2 main layers. So the option D is correct. Now question number 19, what happens when service providers change their operating system and communication protocol? Option A, inopermeability and the complexity arises. Option B, only complexity arises. Option C, only inopermeability arises, and the option D, nothing arises. So the correct answer is option A, that is inopermeability and the complexity arises, because complexity arises when the service provider changes their operating system and the communication protocols, which results in inopermeability, and services provides use standard protocols and the conventional interfaces to facilitate the information among the diverse services are there. Okay, that is why the correct option is A. Now question number 20, API architecture not only includes critical elements but also caters for. Option A system, option B devices, option C network and option D multi-homing. So the correct answer is option D, that is multi-homing, because API architecture not only includes the critical elements but also caters for multi-homing, mobile networks with dynamic membership and the third party precedent storage based on the end direction. That is why the multi-homing, it is yes, that is the useful for this API architecture is there. Okay, so the correct answer is option D. So thank you so much for your kind attention.